This is my 14.2 designing an exercise program. My client is Euan Rayner Gray. Here is a picture of me doing a consultation with Euan, finding out basic information about him, like how much free time he has in a week, what sports he plays, and his medical backgrounds. And here's a PARQ that Euan completed and signed. So I have his authorization to train him, and it just covers any insurance and welfare backgrounds. So for our warm-up, if the warm-up is if the session is a upper body session, then the warm-up will be starting off with 10-minute light cardio on the exercise bike, treadmill, or the cross trainer, depending on how intense the session will be. We will then do 10 minutes of dynamic stretches just to loosen up all the muscles. So for the upper body session, we will be stretching the rotator cuff, bicep, tricep, and the upper back muscles. However, if we do a lower body session, we'll do a light warm up on the exercise bike to get the blood pumping to the working leg muscles, and no unnecessary non-working muscles, so the blood won't go to the arms and stuff. Because we're not working them, it will be primarily to the legs. We will then do a bit of PNF stretching on the hamstring, as this is quite a problem muscle for quite a few athletes. We will then do some opening the gate and closing the gate to work on the groin and glutes, and then do a few walking lunges to stretch the quadricep. If we're doing a cardio session, the warm-up will include a light cardio for 5 minutes, and this will be as part of the session. We'll then do some dynamic stretches so that when he gets back on the cardio, he can go at quite an intense rate. Cool down. The cool down will last around 15 to 20 minutes, and it will be some light jogging or some light cross trainer or exercise bike work, and then we will move on to some static stretching just to help with recovery and the speed of recovery, so that there's no lactic acid build up and muscular cramps. So some basic information on my client. So his name's Euan Rayner Gray. He's 17 and he's a male. His current weight is 10 stone 11 pounds. He has a job as a part-time tennis coach, and he works Wednesday evenings for 5 till 6 and Friday 4 till 4:45. His commute to the gym's a 20-minute walk, so this is quite reasonable. So it's not too far to travel and it's not a lot of time wasting. His main sport's tennis, so we're going to develop the whole program around tennis to make it sport specific. He trains for tennis 5 times a week, so organising this training program is going to be quite difficult because he only has 2 free days. So sometimes he's going to have a training session and then have tennis later on in the day, or vice versa. He gets around 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night and goes to sleep at 1 in the morning, which is a habit that throughout the week, so I'm going to hopefully try and change, as he needs to have good recovery because he's going to be playing a lot of sport. His nutrition, he sometimes skips breakfast. However, if he eats breakfast, it's cereal, which is quite a good option for breakfast because it's high in sugar and fast carbohydrates, which will keep him going throughout the day. Also, he skips lunch, but because we're training a lot, he's going to have to start eating lunch, and it's going to have to be quite protein heavy. He also eats a bit of excess sugar, but when he starts active exercising 7 days a week, then that's not going to be much of a problem because it's going to be used up as energy. And he also drinks the daily recommended amount of water. So Euan's a tennis player and he's looking to improve his endurance, strength and power. These are all fundamental as a tennis player. He would like to improve the muscles in his shoulders, arms, lower back and legs for when he's serving and putting in big forehand shots. He can really produce the power that he needs to make him go to the next level of his game. Euan currently lifts the amount of weight for each exercise. So in the black, this is his what he can currently do. So he can shoulder press 30 kilograms. He can bicep curl 10 kilograms. Hamstring curl 20 kilograms. So this is where he's at the moment. And the green targets, so hopefully we're going to try and reach on week 3. So this will be halfway through his program, and we both came to the conclusion that these are reasonable targets if he puts in the work. So it's going to be shoulder press up to 34 kilograms, a bicep curl up to 12 kilograms, and the hamstring curl up to 30 kilograms. And then on the red targets are what we hope to manage by the end of the process, so at the end of the 6 weeks, at the end of the program. So shoulder press 38 kilograms, bicep curl 14 kilograms, and hamstring curl 40 kilograms. And this is progressively overloading throughout the week, so it's not going to be a jump to jump, so it's not going to be lifting 30 kilograms one session and then lifting 38 kilograms the next. We're going to progressively do it as we move through the weeks. And then in some sessions he'll also run for 12 minutes on the treadmill just to get that endurance in, but there will be cardio-based sessions. So week 1. This is more of the testing week, finding out how far I can push him and how much stuff he needs to do. So Euan plays tennis on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, so our first session will be on the Thursday. And this session will be the first session of the program, so we'll be testing Euan, see where he is. And this will be beneficial in week 6 to see how far he has come and improve by then. And the test will be for upper and lower body with cardio to get all of the testing done and out of the way in the first session. I'll be testing his maximum weight on each exercise, so I know how much of the percent I can work him at. And then Sunday will be our first main session, and this will be a lower body session. This is kind of more a weight session, so focusing on all parts of the legs, the quadriceps, the hamstring and the gastrocnemius. So I do leg extensions for 4 sets of 8 with 30 seconds rest in between. The hamstring curl for 4 sets with 8 reps with 1 minute rest between sets. And then the calf press for 4 sets of 12 reps with 30 seconds rest. And this will help him develop the strength in his legs so that when he plays tennis he can move from side of the court quick and produce the power from his legs up to the top of his body. Week 2. On week 2 we're going to add in a light cardio session on the Tuesday. So this is going to be different from week 1. And Euan doesn't start college till 2 in the afternoon, so this will be a early to mid-morning session. So he'll be playing tennis in the evening, so we'll do a cardio session in the morning. The cardio will include 10 minutes on the exercise bike with HIIT training, which is high intensity training, which is more beneficial than continuous training in the latest research. And then we'll do 15 minutes continuous training on the treadmill, working at an RPE of 12, which is quite a reasonable RPE, so he won't be sweating and he won't be exhausted. It'll just be quite a nice, easy 15 minutes. On week 3, no, week 2 still, Thursday we'll do an upper body session, working the shoulders, arms and lower back. The shoulder press will be at 4 sets of 8 with 1 minute rest in between. And then rack pulls, bicep curls, tricep pull downs. And at the end of the session there'll be a little bit of Tabata training, which is kind of similar to high intensity training, just you can adjust the times. So 20 seconds off, 40 seconds on, or vice versa. And then on the Sunday, it will be a lower body session but focusing on power, strength and speed. So we'll be doing box jumps and plyometrics, so explosive movements, so box jumps, squats, jump squats, leg press, and they'll be for 4 sets of 8 reps with 1 minute 30 seconds rest in between. Week 3 we'll be playing tennis in the morning, but we'll do a light cardio session, so 10 minutes on the bike with Tabata training, then 20 minutes continuous training, so I've upped it from the previous week. So this is progressively overloading Euan, making him run further, so benefiting his endurance. Then week 3, upper body strength session. This is primarily a body weight session, so we'll be doing pull-ups, press-ups, sit-ups, plyometric press-ups till failure, so that's pressing up and then clapping or pushing up further than you would in normal press-up, dolphin crunch, bicep curl and overhead tricep extensions. And then because we've hit it quite reasonably hard, I'm going to give Euan a rest day to recover because he also has tennis on every day, so this will be a rest day. So on the Tuesday again, it will be a 15 minutes on the exercise bike with high intensity interval training with a RPE of 15, so we're upping it, and then 25 minutes continuous training on the treadmill working at an RPE of 12, so we're keeping that RPE the same, but we're upping the minutes. And then the upper body session will be the same to the last week, but the Sunday is looking for a heavyweight session, looking to maximize muscle mass used, so we'll be doing heavy squats, leg press, hamstring curl, leg extension and calf presses, and these will be for 4 sets of 5 reps because we're working with a heavier weight. The cardio this week will be 15 minutes on the exercise bike and 25 minutes continuous training on the treadmill. So that's the same as the previous week, but this week at the end of the session we're adding in 2 sets of burpees for 30 seconds just to give that last minute workout burner and really push his endurance levels. And then the last week on the cardio will remain the same. And then on the Thursday and the Sunday on the Thursday we'll be training the upper body and speed, so we'll be testing with 30-meter sprint, and we'll be testing all of his maximums on the weights. And then on the Sunday we will be testing for the lower body and plyometrics and for the cardio as well, so we don't do all the testing in one session, so that can give us better and more reliable results. And that is the 6-week plan for Euan Rayner Gray.